This is a quick blurb video on the new Nikon Z50. By the way, Nikon recently gave an interview just a day and a half ago, and they stated specifically, and I've said this about Fujifilm also, that they could not include the IBIS mechanism inside the Z50 because it'd have to sacrifice size and form factor, which is accurate, but additionally so, the price of the camera would be roughly $300 more than it currently is priced at, which is in the upper $800, $860. Let's essentially say $900 for the camera. They also said that their strategy is to run both systems, DSLR and mirrorless, alongside each other. And they also say that mirrorless is not going to be for everybody. Not everybody likes EVF. Well, that's questionable. I mean, it's true to a certain extent, but it's not largely true. Specifically, getting down to the brass tacks of the Nikon Z50, here's the spec chart. Some of the important features is hybrid phase detect, contrast, autofocus with AF assist. So it is the Nikon D500 sensor. But they've obviously changed something, the silicon wafer lithography in the production of the Nikon D500 sensor, so we do have a hybrid phase detect and contrast autofocus sensor level autofocus, obviously on the Z50. 209 focus points, obviously it's 20.9 megapixel camera, same as the Nikon D500. Form factor, obviously it is designed, specifically not opinion, hardcore fact, to compete with the Fujifilm X-T30, which is an exceptional camera, and also to the Sony 6000 series cameras. One thing that nobody's mentioned in all these gearhead camera sniffing so-called reviews or previews of the Nikon Z50 is that this camera has a dinky ass little battery in it. New battery is the EL25 battery that Nikon registered and is going to be in the Z50. They've already in full production, obviously. So, not as powerful. They only rated for 300 shots. Obviously, you're going to get a lot more than that. But your EL15 batteries that you have in all your other current Nikon cameras not going to work in this beast. This has a bubblegum pack battery in it. Oh boy, that's wonderful. No joystick. Really a stupid mistake on Nikon's part. That would have they do that so they don't compete with their other higher-end cameras. Specifically, this is designed not to compete, have too many features with that of the Nikon Z7 or Z6. You have to buy a mount. That's what these other gear sniffers are not talking about. This is obviously the Z mount, so if you have a pile of Nikon glass, I mean, they might include it with the release of the camera in a few months, but otherwise you're going to have to buy a damn mount to use the F mount lenses, and of course there's no capability of autofocus with screw drive lenses. The Z series lenses are kind of miserable. They're actually extremely miserable lenses. Very cheap also. Obviously there's no second card slot, but neither does the XT30 have a second card slot. There's no vertical grip. They've mentioned that there will be a battery pack which will connect through the current battery compartment on the Z50. So no headphone jack. That's really miserable. Even the Sony 6000 series cameras have headphone jacks, so there's no damn headphone jack on this for videographers. I can only think of one reason to buy this camera, and it's actually decently priced, which is, I guess, is two reasons, is that if you already have, like me, a pile of Nikon glass and you wanted a mirrorless camera, you're still going to have to buy the damn adapter. But if you have about a pile of Nikon glass, this would be worth getting. The notion of buying Z-series lenses and buying this camera, the only person I could think that would do that is if they had a bunch of money and price was irrelevant. I would not even think about spending money on Z-series lenses and buying this camera. Obviously, ISO performance is great since it's a Nikon D500 sensor. But I mean, no joystick, a new damn battery. You're going to have to buy the mount. Yeah, the price is right. But when you buy a Sony or you buy a Fujifilm X-T30, you don't have to buy a damn $200 mount. Like I said, they might and very well will, surely, like a half a year from now after its release, include it. Well, we've got a new Nikon Z50 bundle. You get the adapter for free, but you got to buy a damn adapter. You know? But this is, from Nikon's perspective, like they said in a meeting room somewhere in Tokyo, what the hell can we come out with to compete with the inexpensive yet feature-laden 6000 series Sonys and the Fujifilm X-T30, which is an incredibly great camera, which has a joystick, by the way. Fujifilm learned its lesson on that because the X-T20 did not have a joystick. The X-T20 would have been perfect if it had a damn joystick, but it did not. Fujifilm learned from that lesson and they included it. Nikon should have also learned from that damn lesson and stuck a joystick on this thing. If they actually wanted people to buy this camera, they should have A, put a joystick on it, and B, said, hey, there are a lot of Nikon shooters out there and you got a pile of Nikon glass. What we're going to do is we're going to, and that smart adapter does not cost that much to make. It's, a pretty inexpensive little damn adapter. We're going to include a free, not only is the camera $860, we're going to include a free Z mount to Nikon F mount adapter, but no. That would have been enticing. I would have actually said, if it had a joystick in the adapter, hey, this is a camera worth looking at, but no. Nikon could include the adapter for free in short order, but there's no way they're going to retroactively change the design on this camera and stick a damn joystick on it. Touch screen is nice, but I mean, so what? The other cameras also have touch screens. Anyway, yeah, that new battery, the new bubblegum pack battery, yeah, no. Yeah, you're going to have to invest in a new pile of batteries if you buy this thing. You're better off buying a used Nikon D500 than this thing, or even a new Nikon D500. Yeah, Nikon.